A woman that had a six-figure job as a corporate accountant with 25 people working under her is now a cycle of recidivism. This is the story of Marianne Hatcher. From the outside looking in, you would think Marianne had the perfect life living in River Forest. She had a husband, a kid, and an excellent education. As a child, Marianne was sexually abused. She always remembered those bad memories as she got older and never forgot about what happened to her whenever she was younger. But those bad memories would soon be relived again. Marion later found out that she was attracted to the wrong crowd and married a member of the Vice Lord's gang who abused her badly. In order for her not to feel the pain caused by her husband, she turned to the only thing that she could know that would ease the pain: crack. This caused her to abandon her old perfect life. She now suffers from mental health issues, addiction, and lives on the streets.
Prisoners who have mental health issues are more likely to return back to prison. Inmates face many challenges upon their release that could lead into recidivism. If they do not have the proper treatment whenever they are released, this could lead to them reoffending. Recidivism causes a lack of employment due to their criminal record, which could cause them to be limited jobs whenever they get out of prison because they're considered a criminal. If they don't have a job, that could lead to them not making any money and being homeless. Without the money, you can't buy anything that you need. That could lead to you stealing in order to eat food or to selling drugs in order to make a little extra money.
Studies have shown that people of a younger age are more likely to reoffend and end up back in prison. It's been stated that offenders who are more likely to offend in the future have been found to have a higher risk perceptions of being caught. On the other hand, 75% of the younger offenders did not know nor to care to learn about the penalties that would be applied to them. However, 90% of the offenders felt like they were well informed and disagreed with the law anyway, not thinking about the long-term punishments that would be in their future. Although, there is another side to this. Sentence times can greatly affect the reoffending rates of teens and adults due to the difference in risk levels and their tendencies for people of lower risk levels to have higher contribution rates for recidivism. But if an offender has spent an extremely long time in prison, around 15 plus years, they also have a high percentage rate to end up back in prison, as prison was all they know.
Documents have shown that 32% of men have a higher chance with recidivism, while women have a lower chance of recidivism with only 22%. Men and women differ substantially, and some of these differences are evident in male and female prisons. For example, male prisoners are both more likely to have been incarcerated for a violent crime and more likely to commit a violent act in prison than women are inmates. A reason why women's recidivism is so low is because women might be pregnant, start a family, and etc. So they are more likely to stay out of jail because of those reasons. But most men do not have that mentality like women do. Statistics have been consistent in reporting that men commit more criminal acts than women. Self-reported delinquent acts are also higher for men than for women. Although lower than official data, low levels of self-control are associated with criminal activity. Some women might get sent back to jail just for simply trying to support their children, themselves, and etc. But data shows that men get sent back to jail/prison because of something far more serious. In two recent cases, the women were stealing items of clothing for their children, while another young mother was stealing items to supplement what she had already bought for her son's birthday because she felt as if she was not able to give him enough. The program gave Marianne coping skills to save her from her addiction and realize crucial aspects of her personality. Before coming into the program, she did not expect that she had a drug problem. When the problem was recognized, she had hoped to get her life back on track. She spent the next 6 months on probation after her program and became sober. At the time, she came to the jail every day and volunteered. She felt the responsibility to help other victims of sex trafficking to pay forward, to give them love that she received in her program.
It's no secret that recidivism is a major problem in the U.S. This begs the question, what works to reduce recidivism? The answer to that is highly complex. However, there are proven strategies for reducing recidivism in juveniles and adults. Many of the most effective approaches to reduce recidivism are through education and early assessments of risk and needs to see what programs are best fitted for them. Many studies show that prison programs that provide institutional programming have lower recidivism rates among those who are released. Programs for the incarcerated, such as anger management, Vocational skill training, educational opportunities, even trauma support groups are vital to ensuring inmates who are reintroduced to society have life skills necessary to stay on the right path.